This is a demonstration of some basic animation in Java. It's based on the graphics in Java tutorial that I've discussed previously. You will need to use that tutorial to set up your project for this tutorial. Now, in here I discuss having a preset project. That's on the school network. It's not available. You can do this at home on your own machine, starting from scratch using this tutorial to create the project. Once you've created the project, we're now going to go in to the panel class, in this case called the drawing area, and add some code. So you're going to add these libraries. You're going to add the action event library, which watches for things to happen, the action listener, which is part of that, looking for things happening, the timer, which will control how quickly your screen refreshes, the color is for drawing things, and the graphic is for drawing graphic objects. In your panel class, you're going to define these global variables so they are available to all the methods in your classes. We've got the timer variable, which is a timer object. We've got the left and right edges of the bouncing area, the top and bottom edges of the bouncing area, the starting X and Y coordinates of the ball, how much the ball changes in the X and Y directions each time, and the current X and Y direction multiplier. So if the value is +1, it means the object is moving to the right or moving down, and if it's negative, it means the object's moving up or moving if it's +1, it means it's moving to the right. If the Y dir is positive, it means it's moving down. If the X dir is -1, it means it's moving to the left. And if the Y dir is -1, it means it's moving up. We will add a paint component method to our project. We set the color of the ball. We draw the ball at the X and Y coordinates. We've now got a couple of if statements to decide how the ball is going to change directions. So this says if the ball's X coordinate plus the next move times the direction is going to be less than the left, that means that it's too far to the left. Or this means if you multiply it out and it's bigger than the right side, that means it's too far to the right. So that means we're going to switch the direction of the ball in that orientation. Same thing goes for the Y direction. After that, we just update the ball's X and Y coordinates by adding the change amount times the direction to the current ball X value. We'll now add a new class called TimerListener, and this is what controls the updating of the screen. So you're going to add this code as a new class to your project. You're going to have to override it. And you're going to add this method inside called actionPerform that is based on an action event. And the action event is just meaning that there is a timer has fired. And all that means is you're going to repaint the screen. Once you've added that, you've got to go back to the constructor in the original class, in the drawing area class. And after the init components line, you're going to add 2 lines. The first one is this one here that you recreate a new timer. The timer will fire every 50 milliseconds, and it will execute that timer listener. And then this line just says, start that timer. Once you run that, you should now see the ball bouncing around the screen. So we'll look at my code here. So I have added all this code. So I've added all the code from that lesson. So I had to override the paint component just like I did in the basic introduction program. There's all the code from the lesson. Here's the timer listener class that's been added. And that's all I need. So now if I run this program, I get a ball bouncing around the screen. And every time it hits the limit, it changes direction. It changes the X dir or the Y dir to -1 or +1, depending on the direction that's following. Okay, that's your introduction to animation, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.